That's right. All right. Well, enjoy the show.
Enjoy the show.
And here we go.
This episode of On the Limb podcast with Nature's Voice Game Calls is brought to you by Douglas Barrels, located at 5504 Big Tyler Road, Charleston, West Virginia, 25313. Douglas Barrels has been handcrafting ultra rifle barrels for over 70 years. Their expertise is impressive and unmatched. If you want barrels made by meticulous craftsmen who take pride in their work and do not take shortcuts in production, give Douglas Barrels a call at 304-776-1341. Get your ultra rifle barrel today from Douglas Barrels, 304-776-1341, or visit them on the web at douglasbarrels.net. Oh, did you quieten that down for me?
Yeah, I'm trying to bring you in nice.
I'm not used to having somebody do it. I'm used to doing it myself, and I can't,
Man, if I was a cussing man.
Oh, anyway.
Well, it's weird when you have somebody actually there to do it.
That's what I was getting at. Yeah, I had to do it by myself last week, so I was like,
"Hey, Dan,
do I turn it down or what?"
Hey, don't feel bad, Dave.
Fellas,
I wasn't there last week either.
Oh, okay, all right. I was gonna say I have the mute buttons, so I can just just be me.
Yeah, he just mute us all. And then he'd sit there. He'd sit there and sound like your dog was.
Probably.
All right, guys, welcome to another episode of On the Limb podcast with Nature's Voice Game Calls. Folks, it's October 1st today. Can you believe it? This year is passing by very quickly.
Man.
So,
yes, it is.
But I'm excited for the things that we got coming up. West Virginia Hunting and Fishing Show at the Coliseum and Convention Center here on January 24th to 26th. That's coming up.
Yeah, but don't be pushing that. That's after season, man. We don't want to get to that yet.
We got it. We got to push it now so people know about it.
Oh yeah,
we're getting the word out there early.
I don't want it to come so fast because it's still hunting season.
I know. Yeah, that's our kind of like after party after hunting season's over.
Exactly. That's right.
We all gather at the convention center and just talk about hunting and what we done and all that stuff and eat good food.
That's like where you talk, because we don't have that now. You can't go to the gas station and BS about the deer you killed. Really.
That's true. Yeah, you can't.
But
nope.
I mean, you still can, but it's not as good as what it used to be.
Yeah,
no.
It's not like it used to be.
They're trying. Anyway, go ahead.
Anyways, if you're an outdoor business and you want to be a vendor, there's still probably booths available. So you can contact the main office at 304-767-4466. And I believe that Hunt Chef will be doing wild game cooking demos there again. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure they loved that when he done it last time, so they'll probably have him there again.
So that was lunch that day, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was lunch. What did he do? Wasn't it like moose or something?
I think it was a moose.
I have had moose.
One pot moose roast.
Yep, that's what it was.
Yeah.
And I couldn't believe how good it was.
Oh my gosh, it was amazing. I've yet to have anything bad that Chef makes. So.
Oh yeah, I know. His stuff is just great.
Oh, absolutely.
All right, so go ahead, Dave.
Yeah. So don't forget, episode 122 is out now from our live podcast at Cabela's during the fall classic sale they had going on. We're still working on our 4th Whitetail Weekly, which will be out soon. Caleb will be talking about e-scouting on the Onyx Maps app. So be sure to head over and check that out on Spotify, Apple Podcast, Amazon Music, YouTube, wherever you're getting the podcast for all our past, present, and future episodes that will be airing. Don't forget to use Podcast 10 at checkout with outdoor-pro-shop.com for your 10% off your entire order. Use On the Limb at checkout with apparitionsense.com for 20% off your entire order. And also Podcast 15 with naturesvoicegamecalls.com at checkout for your 15% off of your entire order. Thanks to our partners for these great discounts. To our listeners, we appreciate you guys, so we're trying to help you out by giving you these discounts for listening with us.
Yep. So back to the e-scouting thing. We finally got that down pat now.
Okay.
Caleb has recorded the live recording there, screen recording, whatever you want to call it. So it goes right along with the way he's doing the app.
Okay. Nice.
Yep. So it'll
that'll be interesting. That'll help. If people don't really understand how to use it, that'll be nice.
Yeah, I think it's going to be good. Good little instructional tutorial thing that, people can watch, and, it's a great app. I don't personally use it that much, but I know everybody in this room probably does.
Oh, I use it a lot, especially now that I'm all the time traveling. I might have just got permission to hunt here in Illinois, so I'm going to have to go buy my daggone license.
Well, the good thing about it now is you can sit there and watch it like you can navigation in your in your truck if you have the newest technology.
Yeah.
So it works right alongside Google Maps and everything. You can actually put a pin in there and tell it to go, and it will automatically switch over to Google Maps and take you there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I must. Yeah, I do remember seeing something on that. I haven't tried it yet, but I might have to now.
So this evening we're going to be talking to part owner of Deer Legs Processing, located on 82 Amy Road, right there off of Rocky Fork Road here in Cross Lanes, West Virginia. Luke Young. So without further ado, please welcome with me Luke, the part owner of Deer Legs Processing. Luke, how you doing, buddy?
Doing all right.
So we just got done talking there a couple weeks ago, and I'd seen you post on Facebook about this cat that you had taken out west. So we're going to talk about that here in a little bit, but give us just a rundown on your background and how you got started in hunting.
Man, my dad, he got me started. I was probably 3-4 years old.
I started Trevor when he was 4, so
yeah,
it's good.
Started squirrel hunting. And,
yeah,
I actually got my first deer when I think I was 5 years old.
Nice.
Come on.
Yep, 410 slug.
410. Seems like everybody starts with it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
A lot of people start with
I
that.
started with it. Trevor started with it. Dave started with it. I think you even started with one there, didn't you, Dan?
No, Dad wasn't very nice to me. He started me out on a 12 gauge.
Oh, man.
Dang.
Yeah.
Threw you back on your rear there, huh?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, I did.
It smarted a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yep. So, like I was talking about, we were talking there on Facebook, and I'd seen your picture. You were actually out there mule deer hunting.
That's correct. Yeah.
And it quickly turned into a cat hunt. Real quick. So let's go like we were there. Tell us that story.
Now, was that a cat hunt or a cat stalk?
Well, it started as a cat stalk.
Okay.
All right. So, I mean, obviously we're mule deer hunting. We're driving down the road, heading back to where we're going to camp for the night. It's actually probably, I don't know, a mile or so from where we was at. And my cousin was with me, and he was driving, and something caught his eye, so he stopped, threw the binos up. He's like, I think it's a coyote. And he's kept looking. He's like, no, man, it's a mountain lion. I'm like, no way. He's like, yeah. He's like, grab your bow. I'm like, man, you grab the gun. I'm like, all right, well, let's go. So we take off. It's kind of like a rolling hill, a bunch of junipers, and we get down there, and I see one, and it's under a tree, hunched down, ready to go, and I wasn't paying attention. I was kind of like had tunnel vision, and there's actually one 30 yards closer, looking through a juniper.
More than one.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
At the time, there was 2. That's all we could see.
Okay.
Yeah. And
that's absolutely impressive, though, if you really think about it. There's so many people that go out that way and never see one. You guys have seen 2 right there like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. But it was wild, man. And when we're standing there, we're sitting there arguing. I'm like, man, shoot it. It's right there. He's like, no, you shoot with your bow. And I mean, it felt like eternity. We was arguing about it. Anyway, I ended up drawing back, shooting at the one at 40 yards and missing. And then 4 come out there.
Oh my goodness.
4
Oh
come out.
my
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, there was actually 4 total. And at that point, he was shooting with the rifle, at the one, and then another one comes out of the juniper towards us. Now, I don't know if it was coming after us or if it was just confused.
Yeah.
Because there was 4. You know what I
Okay.
mean? So they was going in all different directions.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
So now, where this wasn't a mule deer hunt, what did you all just not get on any mules? And
Well, we normally hunt that area,
okay,
and wasn't glassing anything up, man. And it was just wondering why.
yeah,
We figured it out real
Because you had
quick.
4 cats right there.
Yeah.
because you had a bunch of cats in the area.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! So now you actually had a guy that was there with you that used to guide.
No, it was just me and my cousin.
Just you and your cousin.
Yes.
in this.
Oh.
Okay.
Yes, at this point,
Okay.
he lives out there now.
Okay.
So I just met up with him and we started our hunt there.
I got you. So how big was this thing?
Mine, the one I killed, it was probably 90, 100 pounds.
Okay.
That's a lot of cat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. That's a big cat. So y'all cooked it and ate it right there
No.
at camp?
No.
No.
No, not at camp. No, the next day is when it gets
When it gets
when it gets good.
All
I
right.
just figured you made a big weenie stick and hung it out there.
No, we ended up.
Made it like a Chinese restaurant.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
hibachi.
It was very hard getting over what I was eating. So yeah, I was like,
So,
man,
well, I
I'm
mean-
eating a mountain lion here.
Yeah.
but in reality, though, how was it? I mean, taste wise.
Man, like a pork chop.
Yeah.
Yeah. He says it's white meat.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's very white meat for sure. And I've heard, I mean, even Chef talks about that. He said that's actually probably one of his favorite meats is mountain lion.
Wow.
I have to get y'all some. I still got
Yeah.
some.
Yeah, I'd actually
absolutely.
like to try it. Are you going to do any? Do you plan to do any jerky or anything out of it?
I thought about doing some breakfast sausage.
Oh my goodness!
Ooh,
That-
okay.
That may be
So
amazing.
you guys both killed one then.
Yes. We
All right, so let's
So,
go into day
You
2.
killed the one with the bow, and he killed one. What did he shoot his with?
a bow also.
Okay.
Yeah.
Outstanding.
But that evening we went back to camp and we're just high five and stuff, so cool, and he ended up texting a guy he knows and he give us a number to call and he's like, hey, call this guy. He's in the area and he cat hunts. And we're like, all right, well, I ain't getting my hopes up. So all right, let's call him.
Yeah.
And lo and behold, he's like, yeah, man, I'll be there at 5 a.m. to tree him for you. And I'm like, wow.
Oh my goodness!
And he was kind of he's old school, he's all coordinates and all that. Not
Yeah.
used to Onyx, which we use.
Yeah.
You spoke about earlier.
Sure.
Yeah, not
But-
used to that. He
No.
does everything the old way. That's still a good way to do it.
Absolutely.
It's still nice to know
So-
those old ways.
So now, the cat tag? Can you just bought them over the counter when you got out there?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Outstanding.
our plan was to actually spot and stalk them, which we did, but it wasn't in that unit we was in. We was actually going to try to kill mule deer first, and then go on to that. But
Man,
So is there a season for this, or you can just kind of do it whenever you?
no, it started with bow season, and
Okay.
it runs.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
I think
I was
it,
gonna say I knew there was a season.
Okay.
but every state's different. you know.
Okay.
Some start later, earlier. I think Arizona's.
Well, and-
go ahead.
What? No, I'm sorry. What area in Arizona was this? Because I've been on a mule deer hunt in Arizona, and I've been out on javelina hunts and all that stuff. So
We was, I think we was 45 minutes outside Flagstaff.
east or west
I'm trying to think here. I'm gonna say
north,
I'm gonna say
or
north,
south.
north, because we're 45
Okay.
minutes from Flag and then 45 from Sedona.
okay. Y'all drive
Okay.
it.
Yeah, we drove.
How far is that?
26 hours.
Good Lord,
yeah.
It's a haul.
that's crazy.
Yes, it is. I've drove her many a times.
Yeah, you just got back from. Well, you're in Indiana now, I guess, aren't you?
No, I'm back in Illinois again.
Oh, you're back in Illinois again. He bounces around everywhere. You never know where Dan's gonna be. He's like Santa Claus.
Nope. I might be in Minnesota next week.
Yeah. You can't.
No, seriously.
Can't catch him.
I might be in Minnesota next week.
All right, guys. Well, we're going to take a break real quick and hear that word from our sponsor, and then we'll be right back with Luke Young. This episode of On the Limb with Nature's Voice Game Calls is brought to you by Stick Tamer Bow Silencers. Are you a traditional archery hunter or shooter? Stick Tamer was specifically designed for the recurve shooter. Made of a hybrid foam rubber material, Stick Tamer is designed to deaden string slap and limb vibration. Stick Tamer reduces limb and string noise, water resistant, and lasts shot after shot. Made in the USA from a hybrid foam rubber for durability. To purchase Stick Tamer and for more information, visit 3riversarchery.com and blackwidowbows.com. Stick Tamer bow silencers are available exclusively at 3riversarchery.com and blackwidowbows.com. All right, guys, we're back with Luke Young, part owner of Deer Legs Processing, located here at 82 Amy Road, right off of Rocky Fork here in Cross Lanes, West Virginia. So Luke goes out west, a couple times a year, don't you?
Yeah.
So,
try to.
This was one of the hunts that caught my eye there. I follow him on Facebook, and, he's holding up this big old cat, and I was like, man, I got to hear it. He's like, yeah, we got a good story about this. So I was like, man, you come on the podcast and tell us all about it. So you said that you started into day two.
Well, hey, before we get into day two, let me jump in real quick. Do a clip for this evening.
You sound like a robot, Dan.
Oh, huh?
Not a very good one. More like RoboCop than like Wally.
RoboCop that had been shot. He's like.
Anyhow,
I guess you're wanting to do a salute to valor. Is that what it is?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I got it.
All right. So tonight, our salute to valor is going to be for Lauren.
Hold on a second, Dan.
You're going to have to get out of the bathroom, off the toilet, and go somewhere where there's good service.
Yeah. Now you're sounding like Max Headroom.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, as we wait on Dan to get to a secure location with good cell service.
Yeah.
Is that any better?
That's better.
He sounds like Dan
I
again.
turned my Wi-Fi off. That must have been screwing with me.
Yeah, it was. I think so.
I think I like Robot Dan better.
I like Not There Dave better, but
ouch. See? Oh, man. Anyway, go ahead, Dan.
Anyway, so tonight we're going to salute Lawrence Toriad. Let's see who knows who that is. Anybody take a guess?
I have no clue.
You'll know here in just a second.
No
He's
clue.
a kid from the projects of Chicago who was part of a very large family of 4 sisters and 7 brothers. He was, his physical abilities were absolutely evident at a very early age. He was just an absolute specimen of a man. But in November of 1975, he joined the military.
Specimen of a man.
And this would be Mr. T.
No kidding.
Oh,
No kidding.
Really?
Yep.
Man, that's a good.
So, and he joined the military in 1975. During his basic training, his drill sergeant actually labeled him as a top trainee of the cycle out of more than 6,000 trainees.
Wow.
And one time in 1976, to punish Mr. T, his drill sergeant told him to start chopping down trees in the woods at Fort McCoy in Wisconsin. After 3.5 hours, a major noticed how many trees were felled and ordered Mr. T to stop. He had chopped down over 70 trees in 3.5 hours.
Dang.
Good God.
Absolutely. That's insane. Like I told you, the dude was an absolute specimen of a man.
Yeah.
But it doesn't really give a whole lot about his career other than that. But
But he did serve.
But he served, and that was pretty.
That's not a well-known thing.
There's a pretty good fact. I didn't know he tried out for the NFL, but failed to make the team. But that was due to a knee injury. But yeah, so it's pretty interesting. That people you really don't think about are extremely prominent in the era that he was in.
Yeah.
But,
Right.
you know, I never knew he was military, honestly. But,
You know, we strive to do our everyday, you know, citizens, not the celebrities, but sometimes we don't have salutes to give out and to salute. So
yeah.
we go diving into, you know, the Google and bringing up something.
Well, and the thing that I think is amazing is a lot of these like famous people, they don't flaunt the fact that they were in the military. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like it's a,
Right.
there's humility about it.
Mhm.
You know, I think that's cool.
Yeah, which there should be.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Yeah, because, I mean, honestly, with their influence and they start flaunting their military service, they could absolutely get a lot more, do a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah, it seems
you've
like
got
the only
enough influence. You don't need to
right.
bash us with that, too.
Yeah.
It seems like the only people who flaunt it are politicians.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah. We're not going there. That's one that'll never get saluted on our podcast. Sorry.
yeah.
All right, Luke. So let's get back to your hunt. You're out there for 7 days, and you went kind of through day 2. Let's hit on the rest of day 2.
Day 2. Well, we talked about, you know, we got a hold of the guy.
Yep.
With the dogs.
Yep.
Well, we meet up with him the next morning and turn the dogs loose, and they actually backtracked the track, and they slow working, you know. And I kind of got discouraged about it, you know. I was like, man, you know, we're going to be able to tree one, and they actually, the cats actually went on the front porch of a cabin that was right there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, across the cabin there, and you know how dogs have different tones, you know, when they locate or hit a track or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, the whole tone changed and within like 15 minutes. And I don't know, probably 5 minutes went by after, you know, the change, and he radioed me, you know, we're treed. So we jumped.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
And we jumped in the truck, head that way, and we're starting in on the tree towards the houndsman, and it jumps out, takes off. And we're like, oh, okay, what we do now?
Here we go.
Here we go. And it didn't take them long. Mountain lions, they don't have much stamina. You know, they had it treed again in probably 200 yards.
Really?
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I've heard that they won't run far before they tree again.
No, they don't have very big lungs. So, but yeah, we went in,
awesome.
and the guy told me, he's like, it's your cat, you know, you do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Shoot with a bow, gun. I took both just in case.
Yeah.
And went in there and aired it perfect.
So what kind of gun you using?
I had an AR with me then, 223.
Okay.
But
Now, I mean, you said you shot it with the bow.
Yeah.
How was that with it being elevated in the tree? I mean, did you have to move around a lot to get the proper angle which you wanted and felt comfortable with, or?
yeah, I actually had to back up in a bush, man. The shot was clear. It was just, you know, trying to get the right angle.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Sure.
it was probably, I'm going to say 20 feet.
Okay.
20 feet.
Now, did it drop instantly, or did it kind of sit there and you got worried that it was going to just lay in the tree and not come out?
Well,
Man, that would suck.
no, the guy with the dogs, I'm not going to mention any names, but he was like, he never told me, you know, after you shoot, put another arrow in him if you can. So I shot, and he's like, get another arrow, and I'm like, oh, okay. You know, and by this time, you know, the cat's coming out, and it expired before it hit the ground. So
Wow.
Oh, man.
yeah, so that was nice, you know, for the dogs.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, it was thrilling. It's a good time.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
So,
That's an exhilarating hunt that everybody always talks about. I mean, Highland's one of our ad partners, and, you know, we've got to become good friends with Tom and Terry.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've
And-
been out with Tom and Terry.
Man, they talk about how exhilarating it is, and there's a lot
well,
of people
that's what
do it.
that's what I was getting ready to say. If you remember, we talked to one of their houndsmen, and he said
did.
when we come out there,
Yeah.
I can't remember if he said season would be in, or if he just take us out for running his dogs. But
Yeah, I'm
I'm
not sure.
absolutely 100% going
When
to
is-
take that man up.
When is the season come in? Do you know?
Is it different in every state?
It's different in every state.
It varies per state. He told us, but honestly, I can't remember. I've been to bed a few times since then.
I know y'all watch Mountain Man.
Mm-hmm.
Jake Hendrick.
Yeah.
What's do you know what state he lives in?
I thought it was Wyoming.
Is it Wyoming? If it's because I actually messaged him the other day, and their season don't start until December 1st.
I thought it was.
See, and that's what I was
difference.
thinking. Wyoming's got a late season and it runs. I thought he said it ran through turkey season. That's why he said if we're out there and we want to go with him, he'd be more than obliged to just run his dogs.
Well, my intentions were to go with
We'll find
Tom.
out. We'll get with Tom and Terry and find out, because regardless, even if season's not in and they can run their dogs,
Oh, I'd still
would be
love the
exhilarating for me.
experience of just seeing one treed.
absolutely. I've never seen a live bobcat in the wild.
Because obviously it's better in the snow,
I mean, mountain lion. Sorry,
from what I've heard.
Oh yeah.
I have seen a live bobcat.
And y'all had a little bit of snow on, didn't you?
No, not this year. Now when we go in January, there's normally a good bit of snow.
Oh, I thought you were.
So
up in
you
the
got
area
you
where-
guys go out there quite often.
Yeah. The deer season out
Awesome.
there, they changed a lot of stuff, but you can, if I buy a tag in August, it used to be good. I can go hunting again in January with the same tag.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but it's changed now. But
Well, that's cool.
Nice.
So you're out there for 7 days. I mean, did y'all hunt every day of that time, or did y'all fish?
yeah, actually we did. We took Conrad's kids fishing.
Oh yeah, I did. I seen the kids.
Yeah, we took them fishing, took a little break, a little time, just relax.
Yep.
But
That's awesome.
But we got on some good deer. Maybe missed a real nice one. Yeah, it would have been good enough for me.
Yeah.
But
How far?
So did you guys come back with a muley too, though, or no?
no, we didn't.
Okay.
We should have.
Now, was you just hunting antlered, or
Yeah.
okay?
So what's the bag limit like per season? Is it just one cat
One cat.
regardless? Okay.
Yeah. And they got
Yeah.
quotas on them too. So I think that unit I was in was 16 only for the whole
Yeah.
year.
Once you meet that, they won't let you kill no more.
No. Same way with the deer.
Shoot.
The deer too.
So what do you mean? Like so like if 16 people kill a lion,
Yeah.
they're not going to let you kill him, or they're going to just alert the public, hey, season's shut down.
For that unit.
Yep.
For that
Okay.
unit,
For that
yeah,
unit.
different
Okay.
unit or zone or whatever they call it.
Okay, okay.
It's
Yeah.
it's different in
It's a
every one.
designated area, basically. Okay.
Yep, that is one thing that we learned from the houndsman dude. I can't remember.
Yeah,
It's awful. I
yeah,
can't remember his name, but it's been a while since we had him on.
It has been, and he talked about Arizona too.
I want to say his name's Travis.
It might have been. Yeah, it might have been.
Oh, was that me?
That was you. Well, I mean, you good with all that? We can hit on a little bit of local stuff now, Mike.
Yeah, that's fine.
So deer season's in here in West Virginia. Bow season started up, and you're part owner of a deer processing business. Wow. So you guys been busy yet, or
Yeah,
had
man.
some decent bucks come in? I know it's been kind of rainy here with that Hurricane Helene coming through and screwing some things up for us, but
I have seen some big bucks being killed with bows.
Man, I tell you what, I swear we've caped out more deer in this first couple of days than we have in a long time, in the first week.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was talking to a guy today, and he said that the October lull, he thinks, is going to happen a lot sooner than it normally would.
Yeah.
well, yeah, maybe. That also, though, I mean, I've been reading some pages here. Do you think anybody's affected by this 2 deer limit now, 2 buck limit, or do you think people just really don't care? They're going to get their $2 and be done.
You're avid, big buck hunters, that hunting for horns.
Yeah.
It's going to affect them, I'd say, or not affect them. Sorry, but those that hunt, for meat, that's going to put a dampener, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But I think it's good for our population and our, horn growth and all that. I think it's going to help us big time.
Yeah, I think so too.
It'll
take it a while to take effect, but
yeah. Oh yeah.
we'll see the effects of it in about 5 years, I'd say.
Maybe a little
Now-
longer than that.
I do got an off-subject question. because I've seen it on some pages I follow and stuff. Do you guys have any regulation when a deer comes in? Do you have to check, like, see if it was shot with an arrow or shot by a gun or anything like that?
Man,
Or is it just the tag number is the tag number and that's it?
I don't know how to put this. We don't check them. we don't. We're there for the process. We're there to help you process your deer. They normally bring it in. It's with them. We see it. It's I don't know how many digit number it is, but we do not, call the game and fish or DNR for every number. Nothing like that.
Right. Yeah, because I've seen a lot of people like, man, I've heard 52 gunshots today. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So but I would almost assume the people that are shooting guns aren't
probably practicing.
bringing them to a processor. I would hope they're not that dumb. I guess.
I would think that they're not.
We'll just say they're practicing. That's all. They're practicing at 6 in the morning.
Yeah, middle of 400 miles to the closest town. They're just practicing.
No, I'd say I don't know, though, really, with the broadheads they have out today. I mean, I was going to say it'd probably be kind of
difficult,
obvious that it was shot with a gun and not a bow.
Okay.
But some of these broadheads, man, they'll obliterate a deer.
Oh, yeah.
And put a hole in them
big time.
2.5 inches wide diameter.
Oh, yeah. Well, I've heard of people who's like, oh, I'll stick an arrow through a gun hole.
Yeah,
just make it look like. I'm like, Jesus. Whatever.
Yeah,
that's on your conscience, bud.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just takes the sport out of it.
It does. You're absolutely right.
So how many deer y'all think y'all have pulled in since opening day of bow season, which was Saturday? So you're only 3 days in.
Give or take 60, 70.
Okay.
Which is pretty good.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
And if I'm not mistaken, I think last year it was about that for the whole week.
Yeah.
So it's fired
off
pretty good.
Wow.
Yeah. The whole first week. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good for bow season.
That's really good considering everybody's talking about they're seeing dead deer all over the place from the drought we've had.
Well, a lot of people keep talking about EHD.
Yeah.
And the drought causing EHD.
Right.
I don't know a lot about EHD, so I don't know how that correlates with the drought.
Yeah, I'm not real sure on it either.
But a lot of people say that it's causing that, and I haven't looked into it, so I don't know anything about it. If anybody wants to come on and talk about that, it'd be great.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, 60 deer in 3 days, seeing that, like, during gun season, you do 60 deer in probably 30 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, God. I drive by out there sometimes, and I'm like, good Lord, this is like a landfill deer.
Uh-huh.
You just can't hardly get in.
I always call first, and then you deer legs is always my first call.
Yeah.
And they haven't turned me away yet, so.
Yeah. I'll give you my cell phone after we're done here.
Oh,
you
nice.
just call me.
Man, I appreciate it.
Thank you. Just call me right up.
Heck yeah. That's great. That's great. Yeah.
Speaking of you going out west and hunting, you guys do West Virginia deer process, and you guys process anything other than deer? Like, you guys get people bring their elk or anything back to you guys?
Absolutely. Yeah, we get elk from Colorado, and I think we got one from Wyoming today. But we get some stuff.
How do they do that? How do they bring it home?
So you guys are actually cutting for preserve, or what is that, game farm now?
It's Trophy Whitetails of Goldtown.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what all do they have out there?
Is that the one that's got the hogs and everything too?
I think so.
I'm not sure if they got hogs. They got elk.
Oh, okay.
Stag.
No, the place that has hogs is called Hog Haven.
Hog Haven.
Yeah, it's in Kenna.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's right.
Is that all they got? Hogs.
That's all they got. Hogs. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all they do is hogs.
I wonder if those are
good guy. I know him. I've met him a few times.
They
really
bring them in, Dan, or those feral
yeah,
hogs?
kind of. He raises some of them. He used to. I don't know how he does. I ain't talked to him in a couple years, but he actually. I screwed up and didn't get the chance. He had a bunch of leftovers that he wanted me to come up and go hunting with, but I was out of town at the time. So, but yeah, he raises. He used to raise some, but he brings some in and all that too.
Because I mean, we do have places in West Virginia that have feral hogs.
Oh yeah,
or boars or whatever you call them.
Now, will you process like Like pigs? Somebody wants to slaughter a pig and bring it to you?
No, we're
No.
actually not. We're just wild game only.
Okay, wild game only. All right.
Wild game only.
So does that include a wild hog though, like at one of these farms?
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool.
Okay.
Yep. As long as it's wild game.
What all does that place up there in Goldtown? What all they have?
They got buffalo, elk,
No kidding.
stag,
Buffalo.
uh,
I'd like to kill a freaking buffalo.
fallow
Oh, my
deer.
gosh.
They got got all that too.
For $8,500, you could kill a buffalo.
I guarantee it's more than that. It's probably about 10.
No, I think it's
I don't
actually.
know. I was
it's
just
actually
throwing a number
reasonable.
out there.
Is it really?
Yeah, like 4 to 6. I think.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Well, that ain't really that bad, really.
No, that ain't bad at
They're-
all.
they're
No, not honestly, no, not if you think about it. You go to the market, buy you beef, raise that beef up. By the time you're done with it, you're in it for that.
Absolutely, you're in it for that.
So yeah, in reality, that's not. It's, the problem with it, everybody looks at it up front. It's like,
Right.
oh man, that's $4,500 up front.
Yeah.
Well, that's like buying a beef.
Exactly.
You know, you're going to spend similar money buying a beef, but here you get to
But-
go freaking shoot it and tell everybody
Yep.
you shot a buffalo.
There you go.
Yeah.
But like I said, it's just that initial upfront hit. You know, if you do it in the long way, you don't see the whole picture of it, but guaranteed you have that much in it
Yeah, for sure.
easily.
Absolutely.
Maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe I'll start buying buffaloes, raising buffaloes on the farm.
There you go.
Oh my gosh.
But they're great
They,
people.
they sell
I
them.
saw
They
some this
sell them all
past
the
week.
time at the auction, Jackson County, baby.
Buffalo?
I've seen several of
Buffalo?
them. Yes,
No.
yes. I've
Huh.
seen them several times come through there.
Wow.
Why don't you
Yeah,
just,
but I was going to bid on one, but they said it's absolutely no good with cows.
why don't you just buy us one, Dan?
No good. No good with cows.
We
All
don't.
right.
We don't want to like mingle it with cows. We want to eat it.
Yeah. Come on, Dan.
I'll tell you
Buy us
what,
a buffalo.
next time they have one, we'll buy it. We'll take it up on the hill. And we'll
You
just
said
drop it
we,
off.
Dan. I'm talking you. You buy it.
All right. I'll buy it.
So you
We
buy it.
We'll take it on the hill.
You put it in the fence, and
no.
we'll all shoot it
No,
together.
no.
Yeah. 1, 2. I'm going to shoot on 2, though. I got to be honest. I'm going to
Listen
shoot on
to
2.
me. I'll buy it. We will bring it home and let it go in the woods, and then it becomes fair chase.
No, because somebody else out there on Rocky Fork will end up with it.
Yeah.
Fair chase.
Somebody will be listening to this
Wow.
podcast and be like, all right. I'm going to be looking for a buffalo.
We're not
up
going to
here.
disclose the location we're releasing it.
You'll have this guy. He's out there. He's going all crazy, and you're like, "What's this guy doing?
Yeah.
He's freaking hunting a buffalo."
Yeah. Dude, I don't even have a gun that would take down a buffalo, I don't think.
We're not using guns. Spears only.
Spears?
Now you got
Now
you
you
got
talking.
a whole different story.
Yeah.
Here.
I got a spear. I got a
we're
Ruger
going
44 Magnum spear.
Spears or longbows.
We're gonna start our own survival show.
Hey, it's either going to be spears or longbows on horseback.
Oh
my
recurve. Gosh.
You guys got a
Recurves
horse?
on horseback.
I do.
Oh God,
Oh man.
I actually hunt with a recurve.
I'm going to. Hopefully
just got
this year
one,
for
yeah.
the first time in
Sweet.
18 years.
We have to come shoot with us.
I'd love to.
We got like 40 target range.
Really?
Yeah.
Where?
It's personal. A buddy of mine.
He can't
it's
tell you
out,
the location.
Yeah, he's not going to disclose that to you, Dan.
That's after the podcast is over.
Absolutely. Wow.
You
That's
get with
personal.
me, I'll take you. No, it's a
God.
great time.
Dan,
It takes a couple
Dan and
hours.
that buffalo, he's got me crying.
We don't.
You think I'm kidding? Michael, I'm pretty sure you know me well enough now
Oh God!
to know that's a very high possibility that's going
If
to
you
happen.
buy a
now.
buffalo, we are not letting it go.
Oh,
No.
oh, yes, we are.
No, we're not, Dan.
It'd have to be in fenced area.
He's
Nope.
yeah.
Oh,
Fair
God.
chase, baby. I'm all about it.
He's going to run himself out of here.
So you used to be in this business with somebody else because it's about 5 years ago. You wasn't in this,
Yeah.
and then you got into it because Brian owned it for God, I don't know how long, 10, 15 years.
I think he bought it in 01.
God,
01.
Yeah, I was going to say at least 20 years probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he bought it from
I didn't even know it was there that long.
Yeah.
Jason, right?
Yeah, Jason had it.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what I thought.
Yep. Hunting actually is what got me into it. I was just dropping a deer off one day and
Really?
yeah, pulled me right in. So you want to skin deer? I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wasn't even old enough to
Screwed up
drive.
there, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
First job.
Yeah, it was. First job.
Nice. So, do you guys have any plans for the hunting and fishing show? You guys going to be back up there?
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. Yeah.
I know you all draw a crowd around y'all's booth.
Yeah.
We were talking about that before the podcast. The jalapeno, cheddar, beef sticks, and
Oh,
deer
my
sticks.
gosh.
Oh my God, so good.
I could eat them every day.
Yep. We normally make, man, we make a lot.
When do y'all start preparing?
Right after deer season.
Huh.
Yeah. Well, we normally trying to start about a week before the season.
Yeah.
But, we
Okay.
get everything together. So, I mean, deer season for us goes into February.
Oh,
'cause
yeah.
You got the show, and
Mm-hmm.
we actually did that show in Virginia this year.
Yeah, in Fishersville.
Yep.
I'm sure like
nice.
like warm days. Like I remember last season, there were a couple warm days during gun season.
Yeah, man.
That has to present a
I can't
challenge for you guys.
stand it when it's
Absolutely.
warm during that time of the
Oh
year.
no.
I mean, because in my opinion, I like to let my deer hang. If I can.
Uh-huh.
I mean, if it's in the 40s or high 30s, perfect time to let a deer hang. In
Uh-huh.
my opinion,
Oh, absolutely.
let it hang for 4 or 5 days.
Yeah. But I mean, if you got a 50-degree day, man,
oh yeah,
you got to get it to the processor
I
quick.
mean the last, I think the last probably 5 years we've been hunting, I've had to run and get a bag of ice just to throw in the cavity of the deer. So
Yeah,
it
that's
wasn't full.
what I was getting ready to say, man. I
Yeah.
remember it's been where you have to go get ice
Yeah.
as soon as you get it off the hill, basically.
Yep.
The best thing to do, man, is you get the esophagus out and the butt. That's what rots a deer right
Yep.
now.
Yep.
And,
Yes.
and a lot of people don't do it. And
We
they
do.
wonder why their deer's rotten,
See, I've not done the esophagus, but I always make sure I got the rear end out of
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, always do that. Because that's how they drain.
Yep.
No, it's not going to drain
So, yeah, it does take effect. I mean,
quickly.
you got to get them in there,
Yeah.
get them hung up, and it's when it's freezing, it's bad too. 'Cause,
Yeah.
their hide freezes to them. And,
Oh, yeah.
we gotta.
Trying to skin them.
Oh yeah, in late season, that's a little rough.
Yeah. Well, now, Dan,
Yeah.
how long ago was it you let some hang there that y'all had taken? Was it about 3 years ago? It was cold enough. That was late season kills y'all had.
Yeah, because what was it, about 2-3 years ago, I guess? Because you was like, "Man, are you sure those are going to be all right?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's absolutely cold enough."
Yeah, because it hadn't been that cold in a long time. But that was the
Yeah.
later season kills I think y'all had.
Yeah, it was.
Well, do you have any more plans to go out west this year?
It depends.
On time.
Yeah, it depends. I got to make my mind up because the mule deer tags in Arizona, season comes back in January, and they go on sale one day only, and they're sold out in like an hour.
Oh, my
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So you got to be on top of that.
on top of it, yeah,
And you just purchased them online.
and but they normally sell out real quick.
Hmm.
But if I do, that'd be the next hunt. If not, I think I got 10 points in Arizona for elk, so I might apply for that, and then probably Wyoming too.
Okay.
Awesome.
All right, man. Well, I appreciate you coming on this evening, telling us your story about the cat hunt there and
Yeah, that's impressive.
your journey out west.
Yeah, man.
So before we get off real quick, just tell everybody how they can get a hold of Deer Legs Processing, since we're smack dab in the middle of archery season. Deer, rifle season's getting ready to come up, which is your all's busiest time of the year. And I'm telling you, you need to get your deer in there early, because if you don't, you won't get in.
Yeah.
I mean, It's not just him. I mean, we take our deer to him, but there are other deer processing places in the area.
They all pack it.
And they all get packed up.
We got 3 of them within, a mile and a half of each other?
Yeah.
And they all fill up.
Every one of them get filled up.
Yeah.
I mean, y'all got people that bring your deer from way out in other counties.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we get them from...
hour away.
We get them from different states, man. Get that sausage made. Yep.
Yeah, that's good.
Yep. But,
all right, so just tell everybody where they can get a hold of you guys.
Yeah, man, you can call us 304-776-5717, and we're on Facebook.
Yep, they got a Facebook page there. I just, we're tagging you this evening. Y'all recently redone the sign or the logo or whatever it is?
Yeah, we did. We're actually getting ready to put a new sign up the road. So
okay.
There's one on each side.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I just noticed that this evening. I hadn't noticed that until now.
Yeah, come and see us.
All right, guys. Well, appreciate everybody listening tonight. Be sure that you check us out on Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, YouTube, or wherever you get your podcasts. Dan, we thank you. Appreciate you, buddy.
Yep, we thank you guys for sure.
Yep. All right, guys. Well, like I said, be sure to check us out on all those networks, and we're getting ready to upload Caleb's Whitetail Weekly Segment 4, where we talk about e-scouting, and that'll be the video along with him talking, but it'll also be audio just on Spotify and all those audio channels. So, but you'll be able to check out the whole thing with video and everything on YouTube. All right. Well, appreciate everybody listening tonight. Y'all have a good evening. This episode of On the Limb with Nature's Voice Game Calls is brought to you by Carts Towing and Timco Auto Transport. Local and long-distance towing, auto recovery, roadside assistance, auto lockouts, and jump starts. And they also do repossessions. Give them a call today at 304-949-2323 or 304-925-0858. Again, that's Carts Towing and Timco Auto Transport, 304-949-2323, 304-925-0858.